Hey, so today I had a conference on like one platform, about the education system in Pakistan and the examination system. But it failed because my internet is not connecting. My internet was okay, at least I felt that. I could hear everything they were saying, but they kept complaining that they can't hear me, the students can't hear me. It was all, it didn't go so well. So I decided to take this time, since I'm already dressed, and record for the channel. Welcome back to my channel. Assalamu alaikum. How are you? The stories I'm going to talk about today, I actually decided to talk about in this time and using these platforms, online meetings, online discussions and whatnot. These things have been really, really hard for me. First of all, I don't have an office at home, so most of what I used to do used to be in. All right, guys, I told you Margie is fine and is awake. Margie, please close your door. I can hear you. You can just close the door and you continue your conversations. Anyways, let's continue. So I really, really wanted to talk about, among so many challenges that COVID brought, I guess this has to be the worst. If you have, let's say, if the earphones are working right, then the internet is if the internet is right, then the light is not there is always something. Anyways, I guess that's the way it is going to be. We have to figure out, how to do things better. Now, that aside, a lot of people asked me questions on, a bit personal, but people wanted to know about my country and my relationship, how we met and all that, how I ended up in Pakistan. I think I told you guys in one of the videos that I didn't plan to come to Pakistan so much. It was a quick decision that I took in a few days. I told you guys, I was a student back then, so I was graduating, I was supposed to graduate on 20th, and I got Pakistan visa before my graduation, and I came to Pakistan 3 days after my graduation. That's how it all happened. And the reason that I came here, I honestly won't blame it on anyone. I'll be honest and say it is just out of curiosity. I think I've told you even guys in the last video, I was really curious, okay? I've been a curious person. I had traveled before, even when I was a student, but mostly in Africa. And I didn't know anything about Pakistan until, I don't know, until I came here. A lot of you have asked me, what is one, what are some of the myth that I had before coming to Pakistan, and then I found out they're not true. One of them is, I thought, this is really going to sound mean, but I thought people religious as in at least this was what was in my head, because I had never lived or been to say to a country which is like, you know, religiously defined, like this is a Muslim country, this is like I had never been to any of those countries like that. So I really thought, I had one friend from Argentina, I think Argentina, like back then, and she used to tell me like only Catholic things because her country is like predominantly Catholic. And she used to, like, when I told her that time that when she was with me, I told her I was learning Islam, and she was like, oh, I've never met any Muslim person. I was like, oh, okay. So that is like, I had that, you know, Argentina like experience from like a friend, and I thought, you know, like it is like Islamic version that is going to happen here, like, you know, everyone is going to be, you know, going by the book, which is not true. Like, people have, like, everything is like the use of words is Islamic, but that's about it. And maybe like a lot more. Anyways, forget that. It is really hard to understand. Like, even me myself, I'm still trying to understand that. But one thing for sure is people are way more morally, you know, conscious than my country, because here there's a lot of, you know, social stigma on, you know, different things. So people are kind of like really conscious, which is not so much like in Uganda. I don't know. I think that's another thing is war. Like, I really thought that there must be like war going on, because like, come on, the only like time I really had about or read about Pakistan in my country was when there was a bombing in 2010. So that's the only thing that I honestly like had in my head. Like, I'm not trying to take myself away of, you know, that ignorance that we pick from like media, but that's the truth. If that's the only information you're fed, I can't use that as an excuse. Like, I would have Googled, because it's how I feel when people only know, you know, forests about Africa. I'm like, you an adult, you've had a Google for years, and that's it, nothing else. So like, I understand it's really, I can't use that as an excuse. It just never came to my mind. I never planned to even, you know, go to Pakistan to start with. So it was like a lot of all that. But let's leave that aside and find something exciting to talk about. Now, since we in January, my birthday is coming up soon, and I'm trying to do, not really do, but finalize like one project I've wanted to do since the year ended, but I couldn't. Like, there's one area which doesn't have clean water at all. Like, they don't have filter water at all. Like, it's a village that is like 5 kilometers away from where I stay. So I wanted to get those guys water, you know, the water filter. But I had to, you know, work with the political figure of that area, and I haven't been to access that person. Lucky for me, I've got like one partner, like one organization to partner with and get that work done. So if you guys, you know, want something to pray for, you can pray for that, because that's what I want to do for this birthday. I know it is going to be hard to have that in remaining days, but you know, January is still on, so I'm hopeful. I'm going to keep trying and see what I can do. So another person told me, okay, if you want to learn Urdu, you start practicing. Like I will honestly tell you guys, at first I was really understanding Urdu like really much. I was continuously like in the hospital. I was volunteering in the hospital, so I was understanding Urdu like on a really like proper flow. And then somehow I just got blocked and I couldn't understand things anymore. Like, I think when I left, like hospital. I really don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. Like I can pick a few things from conversations, but that's about it. That's about it. Like, but like it is not so bad, especially, you know, if it is just, you know, easy daily routine, like getting a taxi, you know, just directions, Sida, left, right, Sida, like I go to that. If it is like, you know, shop, like basic things that, let's say I want to buy, I'll probably know the name. I usually buy like bread, and bread is roti. Bread is roti, and like roti is a roti. So it gets confusing, but I kind of get my way through it in the society. On the other hand, like I really get disheartened so much whenever I can't communicate with people. I love stories, so I love listening to people's stories, and whenever I can't really listen to someone's story, it really makes me feel bad. So yeah, that's one of the biggest like flaws on that. I think that's it. I was just, you know, checking on you guys, and for the guy, a lot of people who, like the other night I was telling you guys about, you know, how crazy my hair is. Like those of you guys who did not listen, you know what, let's stop there. I love you guys. Please subscribe down below if you have free time, and like I'm sure we'll have more stories. Come on, you guys have to understand, COVID is driving me nuts as well. I had COVID. I have a lot of things going on, but I promise I'm going to try and find really exciting, you know, stories that I can share with you guys. Okay, I promise I'm going to try and do that. And for a person who asked me my dream, what was my dream? Honestly, you want the honest truth? When I was young, I kind of like admired this politician. She was like the vice president, and her name was Rebecca too. So I kind of like, she was kind of my role model. And then when I grew up, I really wanted to be, other than a humanitarian, which I am, I wanted to be a stand-up comedian. Like, I know it is crazy, don't do, like, I really wanted to be a stand-up comedian. I wanted to, you know, just tell stories, just tell, you know, my pain or my experience and just laugh about it. I really, really wanted to do that. But don't ask me what happened, because I don't know. I moved to Pakistan like soon after like my graduation. So Pakistan has kind of like had my adult years, and Pakistan is not like so open to things like stand-up comedy. I didn't even get a chance to try. But I'll try, like, inshallah. When I get a chance, I really try, because there's nothing, I feel like there's nothing more, you know, greater than making people laugh, because we all have our stories, both, you know, sad and exciting and whatnot. But making people laugh, I feel like beyond charity, that has to be the dopest thing that one can do. So I guess that's why I wanted to do that. For those who asked about my family, my family. Okay, so we're 13. We are 13 kids from 3 women. My father is a polygamous guy, so right now he doesn't have 3 wives, but he had 3 wives before. That is all complicated now, that's what I'm saying. So we are 13. I've never seen the last 2. I see them like on online, but I've never met them in person. Don't judge me, okay? My family is different. So, yeah, my father is a great guy. Like, he's a provider. You know, he has provided for all of us whenever, you know, we wanted him to be there. he would, be there. So he is, a kind man. Not because he's my father. I'm really serious. Like, a lot of people, whenever they hear that, my father has a lot of kids and a lot of women, they're like, oh, he must not be a good person. He is a great person. He is a great man. He is a great provider. It is just that, where we come from, men are kind of supposed to build a clan. So men are like advised to have so many children, so many women. Like, the more you have, the more, you can take care of course. The more, you're stronger in status. So my father, being from like a landlord type of family, he did that. So we are 13, which means my father has a full cricket team and substitute, like 2 substitutes. Yeah, I know. That is a full cricket team. So a lot of times when I really when my father gets mad at us, because most of us are really grown, when my father gets mad that, we're not doing things right, or we're not, doing things for ourselves, like developmental, because we all raised the same. So whenever he gets mad, like, I really understand my dad. Just imagine, okay, you invest for almost like 30 years plus in a cricket team and it doesn't win. How do you feel? You get my point. So I understand the guy. I never get mad at him. Like, I'm like, he is right. Like, all that investment in all those kids is too much. We have to do something great. Anyways, like, for those who are wondering, how do I live in Pakistan? And it is like very okay. Like I said, we are 13, okay? No one is going to miss like one kid. Like, a few of you guys can be losses in 13. It's allowed. No, like, for sure. Like, I don't mean that, we don't miss each other. Like, I just mean that we are a lot. So some can go and stay, somewhere far. It will be totally okay, as long as you can call, as long as you, doing something progressive with your life. No one will touch you. Like, you just have to be there, because we're equally the same. Both boys and girls, like, are equally the same. So they have the same expectations on all of us. So you have to be like progressive in whatever field you're in. Like, that is the only requirement. Otherwise, you can stay in a tank to cut. That is the ice, right? We're black. We can stay that much ice. But the point is, you can stay anywhere you want. It will be totally okay. There's still more kids to do things and even piss off, like, our parents really well. So, the kid is really great. Like, growing up in such a big family, it is having a lot of play buddies. It's, it's fun. It's fun. Like, as kids, as you grow older, it is test, okay? Because everyone is expected to do something. So the competition is high. Like, you have a big number of people doing things. So if you're not doing anything, that is really, really not, something that you can take or can go so well. So I guess that's one, fault in it. But, like, otherwise, like, I'm really glad to have all my siblings. I have some that we're more closer, others that we're not that closer. But the thing is, we're family. At the end of the day, we're family. And when we meet, we're like crazy. So that's my family. That's my family. If you guys wondering, about my mom is a beautiful, kind, lovely woman. She gave us, everything that she can possibly give. And she has never stopped reminding us of, things we should not tolerate in life, boundaries we should set, like all those things that usually moms kind of like, hide. my mom will give like all those. So I'm really, really glad to have her, to have her still in my life. That was one of the so many things that I'm grateful for, my parents being alive. Anyways, that has been the chatting for today. You guys can, just stick around. I'm sure some exciting things are coming, okay? You guys have to be patient. I'm learning how to do this. For the people who told me to edit, I'm honestly not sure I'm going to be editing, because I really want to show you guys, share with you guys how raw my life is. Like, I want a raw version of my life. I want you guys to see me with my mess, with my craziness, with my everything that is real, which is my truth. I don't even know how to edit so much. Much as I love getting more subscribers, I more want to just be me and have a good time with you guys. Can't we just do that? Come on, we can do that. Okay, I love you guys, and really looking forward to sharing more of my stories with you guys. I'm still in Pakistan. Pakistan Zindabad. This is my home. Okay, whatever anyone says, I'm just going to get my passport in Pakistan, in case you think this is oh man, I love this country. I love this country. Pakistan is my home. It's my home. I love it. I love it here. All of it. So thank you again for watching, and keep watching more of my stuff, even if it is boring sometimes. I understand. Just love you.